Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. We're going to be talking about some fragrances that were hyped over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube by people and also by some YouTubers as well, including myself, okay? If you want to know about these hype fragrances, if they are worth the blind buy, if they are full bottle worthy, yay or no, yay or nay, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff, y'all, and let's get this party started. So the very first one we're going to be talking about, there's going to be a little bit of shade in this video, is the all-known Creed Carmina. We're not going to be talking about guidance, you know, possibilities, baby cat, you know, the new Creed Absolute. All of those are hyped and they are still being hyped, okay? But this one, Creed Carmina. I really like this fragrance. I have come to love this fragrance because I combined it with another fragrance, and this is this fragrance has black cherry, saffron. Okay, let's talk about this for a moment. Black cherry, saffron. People were like, it's most amazing, yada, yada, yada. Yes, it's amazing for a Creed release because it's been a long time since they came out with a beautiful fragrance, feminine leaning, and that line. So I would say to me, yes, this is their best one. Is it full bottle worthy? To me, no. If I did smell this, you know, I did purchase this for a discounted price over in Harrods. It was like almost half the price, you guys. So buy it over in London when over in Harrods when they have the 10% off. I think I got it for $2.75. Is it, if I would repurchase this all over again? No, I would not. I'm going to use this bottle up and then it's going to be it. But to me, it wasn't all the hype. It's not full bottle worthy. It's not blind buy worthy. If you love the note of saffron, that's what I get the most. Some people get more of the black cherry, but for me, I get a lot of saffron and a little black cherry in the dried out. You gotta like woody and spicy. I did layer this with Baccarat Rouge 540 Extra, y'all, and it was bomb. Amazing. This really, Baccarat Rouge 540 really leveled up this fragrance, okay? So these two together, I will be wearing all the time as long as this one exists, Creed Carmina. But to me, this was totally not worth the hype on social media, you guys. Get your nose on it. What was worth the hype was the bottle. The bottle's gorgeous. I need to shine mine up, but the bottle's cute, and the cap, everything, they changed the caps a little heavier. So definitely quality bottle, quality juice. I'm not quite sure about that one, y'all. All right, the next one we're going to talk about that is, yeah, it's hype, but it definitely deserves the hype. I love this. I said I initially wanted to buy a backup bottle of this fragrance, but the brand sent me over another bottle, so I'm super excited about that. So this is Neroli Blanc Intense, y'all. If you love orange blossom, Neroli, sweet, jammy rose, you're gonna love Neroli Blanc Intense. Blind buy worthy. If you love those notes, is it worth the hype? Completely. One of my favorite orange blossom Neroli fragrances in my collection. A little bit of greenness. I think it has the entire tree in here with all the petite grain, orange blossom, Neroli, all that good stuff. That rose in here, it's fresh, airy, watery, citrusy, juicy, all of that, you guys. Yeah, this is it, y'all. Neroli Blanc Intense, get your nose on it. Definitely full bottle worthy and worth the hype, you guys. Definitely gives you those vibes of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, but there's much more, not more much. There's much more quality. The projection's amazing, compliment getting, all of that to this fragrance than Killian. If I had a choice to choose between the two, I'm definitely going with Neroli Blanc Intense, and I will list the long name of the house down below, you guys, and the link as well. The next one that I did see off and on, which was hyped for the past couple of years, is a Montblanc Signature, you guys. This one is definitely full bottle worthy, worth the hype, the price, all of that. It's very serene, spa-like. It smells like a citrusy milk bath. This is a fragrance that you can wear to sleep, you know. This is an oldie but goodie for me because I bought this about 3 or 4 years ago, about 3 years ago, I think it was. Definitely an oldie but goodie for me. Citrusy, magnolia, clementine, creaminess. There's a milky or lactonicness to this fragrance, but that magnolia and the clementine in here and the citruses, y'all, this smells like a whole orange. Just imagine you you're at a spa, the most luxurious spa, and you're taking a milk bath, and they have like some orange oils in there with maybe like some citrusy pills or some clementine orange pills, and you're just rubbing those all over your skin with a little bit of white florals, you guys. Get your nose on this Montblanc Signature. Definitely worth the hype. Definitely, if you like a citrusy, spa-like, serene scent that you can wear when you're just relaxing around the house, maybe you need some uplifting. This is non-offensive to me, and it's completely blind buy worthy. If you love a creamy floral with a heavy dose of orange and citruses, get your nose on this fragrance. And I think it's only like $50, you guys. Get your nose on this. And the 30 ml is even cheaper. The next one is Sakura by Ormand. This is a beautiful cherry blossom fragrance with a beautiful cherry blossom fragrance with, I think there's some lime in here. There's some pink pepper. It's spicy. It's warm. And it's nice. Okay. It's just nice. Was it worth the hype? Completely not. Okay. Yeah, I don't even reach for this. I actually forgot. This was supposed to be in my 2023 releases. And y'all, I forgot about it. I think I wore this maybe once or twice, and I wasn't impressed. I don't get any compliments from this fragrance. It's just I don't get a dominant or prominent cherry blossom in this fragrance. It's light, it's airy. I think there's some rose in here, some other florals in this fragrance. But it's just fresh, slightly airy, slight cherry orange, slight orange blossom, slight cherry blossom scent. I want to say orange blossom because I'm so used to using that word onto blossom. Okay. It's really nice, but it's definitely not blind buy worthy. To me, I'm going to wear it because I have it. But yeah, I may do some layering with this fragrance. But y'all, this is definitely one that you need to test before you purchase it. A very nice fragrance, but completely not worth the hype, you guys. Get your nose on this. Now, Levant, now that fragrance is completely worth the hype, okay? The next, if you love that Fleur Narcotique DNA, okay, with some rose and some citruses. The next one is JARDINS DEMISFAH by NUIT NOMAD. Completely worth the hype, completely safe, blind buy for me. Actually, this was sent by the brand, but I did have a sample of this before that I blind bought, and 2 other fragrances that I blind bought from the house. But this one, you guys, love it. Almondy, nutty, rosy, fresh, saffron, dates, all of that. Get your nose on JARDINS DEMISFAH. If you love a juicy date, a warm, spicy, juicy, almondy date scent, then this one right here, y'all, is completely worth it. Get your nose on this JARDINS DEMISFAH by NUIT NOMAD. The next one is one that I get so many compliments on at work. And no, we're not talking about Valaya, because Valaya is worth the hype, but I've talked about Valaya to last me a lifetime, y'all. That one's completely worth the hype. But one that I keep getting compliments on at work is Another 13 by Le Labo. You guys, this is the most non-offensive fragrance. It's airy, fresh, fruity, ambroxany, isoe super. You get a little bit of sweetness or fresh, airy fruitiness from that pear. I think there's some other citruses in this fragrance. But y'all, it's just fresh. You get some woodiness from this fragrance as well. Another 13 if you want to smell clean, musky, slight fruitiness, a very slight hint of fruitiness, but very fresh, non-offensive. Yeah, it's a beautiful scent. Another 13 by the House of Le Labo. The next one that's completely worth the hype, if you love a warm, spicy, fresh, slightly fruity vanilla, is Jimmy Choo's Vanilla Love. I have a backup bottle of this. I recently saw this over on Joma Shop again, so they have restocked. If you want a fresh, airy vanilla, like I said, with a little bit of fruitiness to this fragrance, I think there's apple in here, saffron to make it a little warm, spicy, and fresh. Then you need to get your nose on Vanilla Love. I love Jimmy Choo's Vanilla Love. You guys, this is a beautiful vanilla. Smells like no other vanilla in my collection and completely worth the hype. Emmy, my girl at Emmy's World of Fragrances, she is the one that originally I heard about this fragrance from I think over a year ago. And then I finally saw it when I was traveling and I snatched it. And then it's been over on Joma's shop. But y'all, beautiful, stunning, fresh, airy, warm, spicy vanilla with a little bit of fruitiness. Completely worth the hype. If you like a beautiful, fresh, airy vanilla, completely, I'm gonna stop saying blind buy worthy, but y'all, it's completely worth the hype, okay? Get your nose on it. Vanilla Love. One to me that is completely worth the hype, a beautiful creamy coconut. It reminds me, and this was hyped, this is so hard to find, but a lot of people found it last year. I think they must have restocked or re-upped on the juice somewhere in the world. This is Morph by DISUMANO, and I still need to do a fragrance house review because I have several fragrances, several samples from this house. DISUMANO, I'm always looking for the best gourmand coconut fragrance, you all. And y'all, this one was worth the hype. I blind bought this fragrance. I get the little bit of a floral tuberose in here. You get that creamy coconut. It reminds me of, if you drink coffee, it reminds me of warm Coffee Mate coffee creamer, that coconutty warm Coffee Mate coffee creamer. Every time I warm my creamer up in the morning, I am reminded of this fragrance. There's a beautiful sandalwood, vanilla, a rich creamy coconut, and a slight floral note to this fragrance. But y'all, love it. If you love a creamy coconutty, this is not a typical tropical coconut, fruity tropical coconut. This is warm, it's dense, it's creamy, it's thick, it's rich, yet airy at the same time, you guys. Morph DISUMANO, get your nose on this. The next one is my favorite gourmand for life. And yes, it is hyped up. And a lot of you all purchased it last year. And I love the fragrance house, the House of Kerosene. And this is my baby, Unknown Pleasures. All I gotta say about this fragrance, blind buy worthy if you love a lemon pound cake, if you love a slight Earl Grey tea note or a tea note, if you love caramel, if you love citruses, if you love honey, if you love sweet. Smells like a warm bunt, what is it? A bunt warm lemon pound cake with caramel and honey drizzle. This is not too dominant on the honey. It's more dominant on the caramel, you guys. But lemon, it's a beast. Completely worth the hype, you guys. Oh, this is so good, you guys. Unknown Pleasures by the House of Kerosene. I don't know what's going to knock this out the box, but this has been my #1 gourmand for the past like 4 years, and I'm loving it. Get your nose on this one. One that was very hyped, and yes, I fell into the hype, but do I love it? I do not love it. I really like it. Is it blind buy worthy? No, it is not. And this is Blanch Bete by Liquidy Imaginaires, I think it's called. It is a nice fragrance. I do a lot of layering with this fragrance, but there is something medicinal in this fragrance that kind of throws me off a little bit. I really like it. I do not love it, okay? It smells medicinal to me. I don't know if it's the tuberose mixed with the milkiness, the lactonicness, but it's beautiful. It's nutty. It's sweet. It is not a safe blind buy, okay? Do not do what I did, you know? It's a nice fragrance, but like I said, I think it was really hyped. And I've read several reviews on this. A lot of people blind bought this. Some were happy, some were not, but definitely a hype fragrance. Definitely not blind buy worthy. And to me, I could have done without this fragrance. But like I said, I layer this a lot with Love Tuberose by the House of Amouage, which kind of cuts that medicinal note for me. I've layered this with Jovoy Fire at Will, which kind of makes it, it just makes it amazing, you guys. But I do love this as a base fragrance to a lot of other fragrances. Blanch Bete, get your nose on this. The next one that was super hype that I really love, I don't wear a lot, but it gets me tons and tons of compliment. Floral, slight gourmand leaning. This is Gritti. I do love Because I'm Free more than I do love Gossip Night. But this is creamy, powdery, floral, sweet, marshmallowy. You know, it's beautiful, but I get a ton of compliments. I've worn this at least 3 times, and I got a ton of compliments on this fragrance. This is Gritti, Gossip Night. Get your nose on it, super femme. Just a beautiful fragrance overall, you guys. But it's not blind buy worthy, and is it worth the hype? I would say a little bit, okay? Last but not least, because my phone is dying, you guys, last but not least, Starlight. Y'all, this is a cardamom bomb. Yes, I fell into the hype and purchased Starlight. You guys, in 2023, y'all know that Xerjoff was my favorite fragrance house. So yes, I fell into the hype. Is this worth the hype? In the opening, when I initially sprayed this, I was like, ooh, this is abrasive. It reminded me of the abrasiveness of Lumphaline. But as this dried down, I was like, oh, I love this. So yes, it was completely worth the hype. Vanilla, cardamom, warm, spicy, all of that. But y'all, you got to wait until you get to the dry down to absolutely love this fragrance, because it definitely is a bit abrasive upon first sniff. But yes, I do love this. If I ran out of Starlight, yes, I would definitely purchase this again. If you have the Lumphaline, and if you are thinking about buying Starlight, I would say they smell very similar to me. This one has a little more cardamom in there. I would say go with the Lumphaline Extrait and cancel them both out. The Lumphaline and Starlight. Go get the Lumphaline Extrait because it's giving you the same vibes plus a little bit more vanilla, you guys. It's beautiful. Anyway, go on to the World Spread Amazing Sillage. Do good, be good. Lumphaline Extrait should have been here because that's totally worth the hype, you guys. Go on to the World Spread Amazing Sillage. Do good, be good. All of that, y'all. And let me know, what did you buy into from the fragrance community that you feel is worth the hype, and then one that you feel is not worth the hype? And yes, y'all, I'm gonna say, put on record, Tales from Zanzibar, y'all, it's completely worth the hype. I know a lot of you purchased it last year and you love it, but all I gotta say is try Trouble in Paradise, because that's worth the hype as well, you guys. I love the fragrance house, and I love those 2 fragrances. They are lifers for me. Anyway, y'all, go on to the World Spread Amazing Sillage. Do good, be good, all of that, and bye-bye.